Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Practice of the Future 2024. First of all, I'd like to apologize for any of the delays that's been happening here today, but we're going to get right on going, and yeah, let's get straight to it. As you can all see, I'm a little bit shorter than the average person, so I do apologize. I'm just going to jump off this stage, but just look for the bald guy in front. Okay, perfect. So today, first of all, hearty welcome. It's so amazing to see so many familiar faces that's been here before. It's great. I've spoken to a few of you earlier this morning. Welcome back. For those that are brand new to the Practice of the Future, welcome. There's going to be a whole lot of information coming your way. So please take as many notes as possible. More importantly, implement those notes. Take action, because this is how you're going to elevate your practice to the next level. What I'm going to be talking about today is something that I'm going to be sure is going to become your best friend. Something that is often overlooked, but something that I truly believe is the keys to unlocking your practice's potential. Today we're going to be talking about the digital diary. Perfect. Now picture this. It's the middle of the day at your practice. Patients are waiting around, phones are ringing off the hook. And, well, your paper diary, if you're still using one, is a chaotic mess. We've all seen it. There's little scribbles of notes, paper notes that we've all come to know, missed appointments, the whole lot. Now, what if I told you that there's an easy way to get rid of all of the chaos? That is where the GoodX digital diary comes into play. Now, before we get started going into the digital diary, I first just want to speak to you about why go digital in the first place. So let's break it down. The chaos of paper diaries. I'm not here to tell you how inefficient a paper diary can be, but I just want to point out some of the flaws that there is. First of all, inconvenient to use. We've all seen it. You're at a practice, your receptionist is busy, it's a chaotic day, those diaries, they disappear, right? We've all seen that before, so you have to rush around, find the diary. If you're multiple practitioners, you have to find the right diary. So we're all happy with that, right? It's a little bit inconvenient to use. It's prone to human error. We're all humans. We all write down notes. It does happen that you write down a booking in the wrong time slot. Perhaps you're on the phone, there's a patient coming in, and you start scribbling stuff, and then you can't read out what you wrote down, so you end up making a little bit of mistakes on that side. Double bookings. Double bookings, yeah, easy enough. That stuff happens. However, something that people don't think about it is it does cost you money. At the end of the day, you have a patient that's unhappy, that was supposed to be at your practice to see a practitioner. They can't see it, patient walks out unhappy, goes to a different practice. Missed appointments, same thing. And there's still a few other things, but I'm not here to go into those. However, I am going to tell you about the GoodX digital diary. Now, I only have a limited amount of time, and I'll show you how the diary looks and how to operate it. But first of all, it is easy to use. Alright? After the initial setup, which your FCL will do for you, after that pace, completely easy to use. There's always FCLs available to help you. Within half a day, your receptionists have it covered. User-friendly interface. Again, I will show you how the interface looks. You can view multiple diaries at once. Again, great for practices with multiple practitioners. You do not have to have various diaries lying around. At one screen, you can see all of the diaries all at once. Just one little simple way that we make your time more efficient. You have multiple functionalities, and you can access your diary at any time and from anywhere. So let's imagine this. You're on the beach. You're on the beach and you're having a nice relaxing swim in the water. You're splashing around, not in one of those shark is chasing you kind of ways, but you're having a swim, and at that point in time you have the urge to see what's happening in your diary. So you whip out your phone, and it's all there conveniently laid out for you. The real question which I have to ask is, why do you have your phone in the water in the first place? That's a whole different story. Yeah, there's a whole lot more, and we're going to get into those as well. So let's get this rolling. A quick overview. There's so much that you can do on the digital diary that I can't go into everything. We'll be here for days on end. So I'm going to have a quick overview about what you can expect when you log in. Your diary will look something like this. First of all, you can see there's multiple colors on your diary. This is for you that you can set up, or your SL, for you to have a look at your diary and you know exactly from one look what is happening. On the left hand side, you have your time slots for your bookings. This is completely customizable. On the panel right next to that, you have your booking statuses and your consultations, and all of that's all linked over there, completely customizable. The colors to your practice is again completely customized. Don't worry, we'll work on that. And then, yes, after that we have our patients with the medical aid, the genders, all of that. The practitioner that's allocated to that patient, the debtor that's going to be paying all the bills, and of course our booking icons. Now with those booking icons, you can think of it as a little bit of a game. With the booking icons, the more green little circles you have, the more complete your booking. Again, this is just another way where you can ensure that all of your legwork has been done when you see your patient. Moving on, multiple doctor view. This is for the multiple practitioners. On one screen, you can set up as many practitioners as you want, but on one screen, you can have a look at exactly what's happening with all of the practitioners. This is great if you have somebody that wants to move an appointment from one doctor to a next, or a different time slot. All you have to do is simply just click on one of the bookings and you can move it off to the next booking. No more scratching out, no more trying to find the diaries. It's all there, ready and waiting. Multi-day view. Now, if you're one of the lucky practitioners that's completely booked out multiple days in advance, this is an absolute fantastic thing to use. You can see a week in advance what is happening in your practice. If you have a patient phoning you up, they're trying to find a booking slot. Instead of having to flip through a paper diary and find the right date, one view, you can see exactly what is happening, where you can place what patient. Moving on. When you click on one of your bookings, a sidebar will appear. Now this part does get me quite excited because this is just how user-friendly our interface is. When that sidebar appears, for that patient, you have everything that you need at your fingertips. One click, everything is available. You can do your payments, you can send out emails, print booking labels, receipts, invoices, absolutely anything that you want to do is right there at a click of a button. Going on. Well, we'll just keep that one. I'm pretty sure we can all agree at this point that it's efficient and accurate. With the diary, like I said, I don't have too much time to go into it. We have a learning center. This is across the entire board for GoodX. Inside here, this gets kept up to date 24/7. That means every single little feature or button or anything that you want to know about the software, it's all there 24/7, easy to use. It's even categorized. We have updates and additions for all of our features. There's tip of the week if you want to find out about a new feature that you might have missed. Absolutely everything is on our learning center. This is free of charge to any GoodX client. It's right there waiting for you to use. Moving on. The time to get excited. Now, this is the part that I really enjoy because we all have seen digital diaries before. I firmly believe, and I'm not biased to this, but I firmly believe that GoodX has the best digital diary. But there are a couple of features that I want to get yourself to pay attention to. Some of the stuff that gets me excited. You never have to miss an appointment again. Now this part is great, right? People are busy. Your patients are busy. They forget to tell you, listen, I can't come in. Can we reschedule? Life is busy. We can all agree on that. With this, you can easily set it up that a reminder gets sent to your patient, whether it's a week, a day, or even an hour before their appointment. This way, you are guaranteed to increase your bottom line because you're making sure that your patient arrives at your practice where they need to. A fantastic way for your practice not to lose money. I've been to many practices. I've seen this happen time and time again where patients simply do not come to the practice. So if you do not want to lose money, a great feature right over here. Again, this is customizable, that you can completely fill out to how you want. You set it up once, sorted. If you don't know how to set it up, your FCL is always one call away. Moving on, smart stickers. Yes, this is again patient care. This is how we ensure that our patients stay happy with our practice. With our smart stickers, let's pretend that a patient came in for a cataract surgery, right? Now you have a whole list that you would normally give that patient about aftercare, how that patient should look, remind that patient to come back in, all of that. But that's a lot of manual labor. Receptionists know there's so much paperwork and it's easy to forget. Again, this is how we ensure that our patients remain to come to our practices and to make sure that there's a client relationship built right over here. So you set this up once. You can set up SMSs or emails, completely customizable to your liking. With that, it'll automatically pull out the data that you put in for that patient, set it up how many times you want to send it out to which patients, and automatically, when your patient comes in for that first booking, this all gets triggered. So you don't have to worry about later on sending all of this stuff. Automatically, this gets scheduled for you. It shoots it directly from your digital diary right to your patient. Patient care can't get any easier. Moving on, load shedding. Well, we live in South Africa. We all know that load shedding is an issue. Right now, we are very fortunate that load shedding is staying away. However, South Africa being South Africa, nothing's guaranteed, right? With the print button that we have right over that side from your diary, you can decide what you want to see. Now let's say you know that power is going out in the future. Simply go ahead, print out your diary, and it will look something like this with all of the information that you might need in a digital format printed out for you. Again, think of it as just a tip of the hat to the past. So for the receptionist, that's a little bit more technologically challenged, even though this is extremely easy to use. Simply print it out. Everything's right there for that receptionist to use. Moving on, MyGC. Now this is an extraordinary platform. There is going to be a talk a little bit later today. Please do attend that talk. MyGC directly talks with the digital diary. So I'm just quickly going to touch base with what it is. Anybody use MyGC? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, everybody else, pay attention. You're going to love this. This is absolutely great. When your GoodX client or digital diary gets hooked up to MyGC. With MyGC, again, people are busy. We all know emergencies happen at the weirdest of times, whether it's 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. Your receptionist is sleeping. They want to make an appointment now. Nobody's there to answer the phones. Simply go ahead. They'll go onto the MyGC platform. You set up what bookings you have available right over there. They can look up your name, click what booking slot they want. If it's available, it'll pull through to your diary in an instant. Patient care, once again, this is all what we're on about. If we can make patient care that much better and that much simpler on our behalf, making our patients feel like family, this will automatically increase your bottom line. Moving on. Patient experience again with MyGC. Please do go ahead and have a listen to the MyGC talk later today. Data edit button that's on that sidebar. Now again, I have spoken briefly about the sidebar. Everything that you might need is right available with one click. With the data edit details, who still use paper files for your patients? Do you have one of those big drawers and you have to find the right file? Who's ever tried to look for a file and you can't find the file? It's magically disappeared, right? No, yeah, we have a couple of people in the now, yes. All right, so that happens, right? That's an unfortunate thing with paper systems. Unfortunately, that is there. So with this, all of your information is online, okay? You have your data details, you can update it at any time, automatically pulls through. You change one thing over here, it pulls through the entire system. So you don't have to continuously try and update everything. One change here, pulls it up. Patient details, same thing. And on top, you can just add all the dependents as you want. One screen. One screen. Say goodbye to the paper folders, say goodbye to all this. One screen, it's all there, really easy to use and waiting for you. Okay, Patient clinical info. This is for some of the people that want to go a little bit more in depth. Via your patient dashboard, you can access this. There's the patient's medical progress, past clinical notes, and pathology results. This is an instant insight to your patients for better care. And 2 words that can make or break your practice: security and compliance. Now, I've heard this many times before. Whenever somebody comes up to a digital system, automatically flags start ringing off going, but how secure is this? How can I ensure that my patient's data is protected? Well, I'm proud to say that not only are we completely POPI compliant, but we are also ISO 27001 compliant. That's basically the best of what anybody can get. This means we have top-tier security measures, information remains confidential and fully compliant. GoodX implements state-of-the-art security measures, and it's confidential and secure. With that being said, you can go to bed, sleep well, everything is sorted, everything is taken care of, no leaks of data whatsoever. Not a lot of people get this ISO 27001. Moving on, this part I just want to read to you verbatim, because I truly believe that security is of top notch. By safeguarding patient privacy, we not only protect sensitive data, but also reinforce foundation of your practice, ensuring that your patients and partners can have complete confidence in the security of their information. Again, paper folders can go missing. Unfortunately, I've heard a couple of horror stories where things do get leaked like that. GoodX covers it. And I'm going to go on to why and how. So the system is configured to automatically log out after a defined period of inactivity. Practices get busy. Sometimes you're short-staffed. They have to go away from their computer. They forget to lock their screen. This can happen. Well, not with GoodX. With GoodX, we have a system in place that as soon as they stand up from their laptop, they walk away, you set it up that after a minute, 2 minutes, whatever the case may be, your screen locks, information stays safe. This way you can ensure that nobody else gets access to that information in the first place. Yet another security feature. We firmly believe security is right up there. This is something that we pride ourselves in. Let's go down. Perfect. User access to the information. For this, billing departments don't necessarily need to know what's happening at the receptionist side. Doctors want to know what everything is happening. Receptionist doesn't need to be involved with the surgery side. You want to make sure that only the people that is relevant to that part has access to that specific information. Yet again, another security feature. With this, you simply set it up. You can set up what they have access to, and this way, whatever user you assign certain privileges to will have access to that. Only what they need. Okay? Going on. Verification via pictures. Now, before I get started, sometimes people say, but Poppy, we can't take pictures of people. With Poppy, it states that if it's in the best care of the patient, you're able to do that. Right? Now, what I'm about to talk to you about with the photos and the verification, please note at any point you do not have to take the pictures, okay? If you are not wanting to do that, or I'm one of those people, I don't like people taking my pictures, this is not necessary to run the system. This is purely just another feature that you can make use of. Verify with confidence. My name is Stefan Swanepoel. There are 1,000 other Stefan Swanepoels, guaranteed. Now, if I come to your practice and I say, hi, my name is Stefan Swanepoel, here's my medical aid details that I found out from another Stefan Swanepoel, dark web, that's a thing. You're not going to know the difference. I could be anybody. I could just say my name, we don't know. I can come in, get free medical care, medical aids don't pay, they go, this is not wrong, blah, blah, blah. Patient verification solves that. You can instantly see the person in front of you, matches the records on your screen. How to get the patient verification? First of all, a simple, small little camera that you use for your laptop or whatever the case may be. Set it up on the counter, one quick snap, done. Loads it up automatically into your system. Now, this avoids fraud and illegal information, little cut out there. Fast checking procedure, reducing wait times. Again, patient comes in. As it picks up that patient's face, all the data's there. No more looking around. You can match the patient's facial features to their records, again preventing fraud. And to be fair, it's not just smart, but it's essential in today's landscape. Again, crime and fraud is a thing. Yes, sir. Yes. If that's a step that you want to take, you are more than welcome to take that. Verbal consent will also work. However, if you want more expert advice on that specific part, we have experts outside that can answer exactly that detail. Now I know, again, security and compliance, right? So we have countless practitioners that use this. No glitches. Very happy with that, but I understand your concern, valid concern. Please to speak to one of there's a diary desk as well. They'll be able to answer that question for you. Cool, going on. Let's have a look. Visual quiz, we've gone through that to make sure that the right people, the right patient at the right time. And before we go on with that, a little bit of a tip that I'd like to give you all here today. I'm all about patient care. Patient care and security, top priorities. If you can ensure good patient care, have that relationship, your patients will come in time and time again. Word of mouth, one of the strongest marketing tools you'll ever have. Now, a little bit of a tip. You have a picture of the patient. First time the patient comes into your practice, have a quick snap. This information gets pulled through to the diary. Your practitioner in his office, or her office. In the office, sees, okay, new patient coming in, says patient's ready, picture comes up of that patient. Now imagine this. Imagine you're in this person's shoes. It's your first time in a practice. The doctor comes out. There are countless other patients waiting. Comes out directly to you. Hi, Mr. So-and-so. Welcome. Did you have a good trip? Please follow me. Straight away, without doing any extra legwork, this patient's thinking, I'm important. What's going on here? Nobody cares about me like that. How does he know who I am? This is incredible. He goes in, everything's sorted, everything's pulled up. No more running around, no. You get guaranteed that patient's going to leave your practice telling all of their friends about just how well taken care of they were at your practice, how this doctor does not instantly at ease. Right? I'm sure we can all agree that's, yes sir. Alright, so with the picture system, when you have the camera, it logs in. There's a setting that's on there. Again, the diary people at the back will be able to assist you with that. It automatically pulls to that file. There's a workaround with that as well. No problem whatsoever. Also, if you do want to use a camera, take a lot. I mean, you can get it for like 300 Rand or something. Yes, sir. The setup with that, I'm not 100% certain. I don't want to give information that's not accurate. Again, the people out there, there are experts that will be able to tell you exactly how to. Also, Anzela's right here, she'll be able to answer those questions as well. Alright, going on. What does all of this mean for your practice? It's great. You have a digital diary. You've heard some of the features, just a small case. But what does this mean for you, for the practitioner? Simply put, you improve your efficiency. Time is money. You enhance your overall patient experience. You empower your team, very important, and ensure that your practice remains at all times secure and compliant. You can put all of those stresses at ease, much safer than a paper diary, and much more convenient to use. Embrace the future, your patients and your team will thank you. It's about taking control of your time, your data, and ultimately your success. The more you implement this, the less issues you'll have in your practice, the better the patient flow, the higher your revenue. We also have our Click and Learn system that's available in this section. The Click and Learn, at any time, you do not have to be a GoodX client, but you can find out about our systems there as well, and you can actually have a walkthrough on that. So ladies and gentlemen, let's build a future together. Join us in shaping the future of healthcare. Welcome to GoodX.